Okay, everyone, this is the lesson wrap up and other tips for the lesson of my favorite things. We're just going to cover a few points here. First thing we're going to cover is the difference between what's your favorite kind of and what's your favorite. Just remember when I'm asking what's your favorite kind of, I'm looking for the type of a favorite thing. So if I ask you what's your favorite kind of food, there's many different types of food. You can say, I like Mexican, I like Korean, I like Chinese food, I like Indian food, I like um, Middle Eastern food. So that we're just looking for the type. Now, what's your favorite? We're getting a little more detailed here. I can ask you what's your favorite Mexican food. In this case, you can say my favorite Mexican food is tacos. Now, with the next part is count and uncountable. This gets a little tricky. At this point, just remember music and food, these are always going to be uncountable. So just use the pronoun it, apostrophe s for is. So it is, it's. So you will always use that for these two. So for instance, why do you like Mexican food? Because it's delicious. Why do you like pop music? Because it's pleasant. Now, where it gets a little tricky is with movies and books. So, again, I'm just going to start here with movies. This can be countable or uncountable. So, with movies, I can say, what's your favorite kind of movie? And you can say, I like action movies. Then I would follow the question up. Why do you like action movies? And you would say, because they're exciting. So you'd want to use because they're exciting. Okay, so that is our subject there. Now, if I take away the word movies and you just want to say the genre, I like action. What's your favorite kind of movie? I like action. Why do you like action? Because it's exciting. So when you're just stating the genre, then you want to use it's. Okay. Now, same thing with books. What kind of book do you like? I like fiction books. So we're using the plural word books at the end, so and why do you like fiction books? Because they're interesting. But if you tell me I like fiction, then we would use its. So what's your favorite kind of book? I like fiction. Why do you like fiction? Because it's interesting. Now, one more one more point I want to make here. Remember, books, the kind of book biography, these are usually these are going to be countable. And you do not want to use books at the end. Don't say I like biography books. Just say I like biographies. So do remember that I like biographies because they're interesting. So you can look at your talking tips for more information on this. It is a little tricky, but with some studying, you will be okay. Um, Now the next part I want to focus on is music. Just remember with music, this is another tricky one. What's your favorite kind of music? I like pop music. Okay, so we know the people, there's going to be people making the music because there's many music artists. So what you want to ask is who's your favorite pop artist? Not what's your favorite pop artist. So we're gonna say who's your favorite pop artist. And remember when you're doing that, name the type of music and then you can use the word artist. Or you can also use the word musician if you'd like. Who's your favorite pop musician? So that will be that's it's fine to do that. Um, and just remember, yes, use who's. And there's another thing here. We didn't go over this in the lesson, but you can give longer answers to the first question. What's your favorite kind of movie? You can say, oh, I like action movies, and using the conjunction and, you can lengthen the sentence. So, I like action movies and comedy movies. I like action movies and comedy movies. That's fine. What's your favorite kind of food? I like Mexican food and Indian food. So, yeah, this is just a lengthier answer that you can give if someone asks you, what's your favorite kind of food? What's your favorite kind of book? So, there's many different variations in how you can answer this. So that is going to conclude this lesson wrap up, and thank you very much for following along.